Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we are talking money making Mel, aka mogul making Mel, aka Melody Sheree Rogers, because there was another live of hers that I had to recap. I had recorded it. It was like an hour something change long, y'all. I had recorded it and I finally had a little bit of time to listen to it. And so I wanted to just speak on a few things that Mel had talked about. So a lot of the bulk of it was Mel running different discounts, different sales, because this was at the end of her celebrating the Tully Awards win and her putting forth a discount code for it, right? And so there was a few things that she talked about. She said she doesn't watch a lot of TV. She watches the show Yellowstone, though, because she likes Kevin Costner. She said she also watched The Godfather of Harlem. She said that she's heard a lot of talk about Beyond the Gates, but she personally hasn't seen it. Somebody else was asking her about, like, when she has the kids, what's the schedule like? And she said when they're in school, she goes to bed usually at 9 o'clock. And then when they go to bed for real, like, she gets back up at midnight and then stays up till like 3 or 4 in the morning, and then goes back to bed and gets back up at 6 in the morning. So then they were talking about other movies, other TV shows that they watch. Canavius then in the comments was like, Marriage Mansion is good and everything else. And so then Mel said that she has another movie project that she's doing, y'all. I believe in August. She's got another movie project, another acting role and everything else. Now, I do want to know is whether or not, I thought I had heard previously that they were making Marriage Mansion like into, they were going to do another part to that or whatever else. So I don't know if this is that project or if this is something else. Nonetheless, Mel spent some time as well kind of explaining, her masterclass and her property preservation class and her e-commerce class, because people were having some questions as far as what is the difference between her mini course versus her live course. And so she was explaining that if you do the live masterclass, that is going to be Mel live once a week for 5 weeks, right? But if you do the mini course, Mel was explaining that is going to be pre-recorded videos, pre-uploaded videos, where you could basically do the class at your own pace, essentially. And so, nonetheless, Mel was saying the reason why this is going to be her last property preservation class for the year is because she is really extremely busy. She is booked and busy, y'all. She's got a lot of things coming down the pike, and she does not have time, to do like as many property preservation classes this year compared to previous years. And she said she's been at it since 2020 of doing these property preservation classes and everything else. And so, nonetheless, she said that she wanted to take a little bit of a break and get into some other things. She mentioned that, it is normally $3,000 for the masterclass. However, she is running it for $899. And so she was also talking about, she was asking some fans and things like that, as far as if she did a discount on the mini course, like what would they like to see the discount be for the mini course, you guys? And so nonetheless, people were, I guess she was debating on whether or not she wanted to do the mini course for $399 or $499 and everything else. And so, and then she also explained as well, kind of, then she talked also about TV again, of how she prefers to binge watch TV versus, waiting each week for a new episode to come out. Some people were telling her to watch Sterling K. Brown show on Hulu, Paradise. They were like throwing out suggestions, and Mel had no clue what they were talking about. They were telling her to watch Beauty and the Black and the Tyler Perry stuff, and Mel had no clue what they were talking about. Had no idea, y'all. Then Mel also shouted out the content creators. She shouted out the content creators on a couple of occasions. Once she shouted them out for those that put out there the information, anything pertaining to her, right? So she shouted out the fact that any content creators that have put out information about her master classes, have put out any information about 7th Avenue Beauty products, any information about promoting or supporting the mega TikTok lives that Mel has. She said that she appreciates everybody who has done that and is very grateful and thankful for the content creators that do that. She also mentioned too, as it pertained to the content creators, y'all, and this was a couple of days ago, so I didn't even know about this, but I guess you could have DM'd her if you were a content creator to have a free product shipped to you. So she was talking about, having, some content creators that she was going to send some free products and everything else. And I think the idea behind that would be said content creator would do like a live review, post pictures, post video of them utilizing the product and everything else, and giving their honest reaction, giving their honest feedback to 7th Avenue Beauty, y'all. And so nonetheless, the other piece that I took away, Mel also was talking about how she's a beast when it comes to games, when it comes to card games, when it comes to spades, when it comes to all types of things. She is here for it, because she was posting clips of when she was getting down with the Get Down with Spades. She said she could play any type of spades, Joker, Deuce, Ace, or what have you. And I'm a spades champion. So listen, on multiple occasions. So nonetheless, I am ready for anybody, anytime, anywhere, for spades. And she said she talks mess. I talk mess too when it is time to be playing the spades, you guys. And so the other piece I wanted to get to that from this particular live, y'all, was Mel's discussion about the red phone. Mel had a discussion, y'all, about the red phone. Y'all remember the red phone? The red phone full of the receipts, full of the tea, you guys. And it was associated with that show. Any type of tea of people, whether it is text messages, phone calls, whatever receipt she had on there, that exposed these people, that put these people on blast, that aired these people out when they try to play victim or utilize other people to push out a false narrative against Mel and everything else, or they try to lie on Mel. Remember, Mel had that red phone. Remember, she had that red phone and she had smoke for everybody. Well, Mel has now said that she has unfortunately retired the red phone. She has retired the red phone. She said she did not want to be petty anymore, and all of this and all of that. And to be honest with you, I get it. Sometimes when you are trying to tell the truth, and sometimes when you're trying to tell your side of the story, if people just deem it as you being negative and everything else, and that's what they try to label you as, then that's when they just start to name call you, right? They start to name call you and just say, oh, you won't let this go. Oh, you're bitter. Oh, you're miserable. But really, in this instance, Mel is trying to defend herself. Mel is trying to tell her side of the story. And if you're not seeing on the show everything that's playing out the way, or some of the behind the scenes stuff, and you're just going off of what other people say or what other cast members have said in the past, Mel had a right to get on the internet and be like, listen, looky here, like this is my tea, these are my receipts, like you're not about to just play in my face. So I get it, but it gets to a point where it gets stressful, it gets exhausting, and especially with the way that Mel was treated the last season, of just attacking every existence of Mel, starting with Mel supporters and the Melimeters, bringing up old stuff when she was married to Martell, knowing she didn't want to talk about Martell and everything else, trying to allege that her and the concubine were friends in any capacity is bogus. And then, of course, the climax and just the thing that just really took it left was the limo allegations at the reunion and the ridiculous allegations of GROOMING. Like you just took it to far, way too far, and y'all were hoping that Mel was going to come back and y'all could do a deeper dive on what happened into the limo and piggyback off another storyline. And y'all were hoping Mel could come back and y'all could stretch out this GROOMING allegations like with what happened on Rojas season 9, when they were making those allegations against Candy and everything else. It was just disturbing, right? So nonetheless, I just wanted to speak on that because I felt like it was important to talk about. You know, Mel said that she is done with the red phone. She don't want to be petty no more and drag these people and expose these people anymore. However, if they keep her name in their mouths, you know, that might be a different story, but I don't know. But as of now, she's not going to be responding to the lies or the foolishness and everything else. But nonetheless, these people need to keep Mel's name out their mouth. They really do. So there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.